Hey parents, I can't believe it's already March. This year is already flying by, and I'm sure that you are getting mentally and physically and emotionally prepared for summer. I'm getting ready for camp, and I just can't wait to see what God is going to do in our students. But also I'm preparing and getting caught up in my sleep now and getting my body ready for the week of camp. But I'm so excited to see what God is doing in our students right now. And I hope that you are seeing some change and growth in your teenagers right now. We've been challenging them in different areas on midweek and on Sunday mornings with different topics. We're walking through different things, and I hope that your students are growing and being challenged by what God is doing in our ministry. But for this month's tip video, I want you to just think about and know that your teenagers are constantly changing. The things that they like, the things they want to do, their hobbies, all that kind of stuff. They can be a new person literally the next day. And so what this video is going to give to you is some ways to never stop learning about your teenager. And I get it. I know that they're your child and you probably know everything about them. But because they are constantly changing, you need to always be learning about what your teenager likes to do, what your teenager is looking at, what your teenager is a part of, and what they value. Continue to learn about your teenager, and you're going to see some monumental things happen in your life and your teenager's life. So here's the video. Hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, please let me know.
So, parents of teenagers, have you ever had a moment where you almost asked your teenager a question, but then you didn't? Maybe you didn't ask because 1, you were pretty sure they weren't going to answer anyway. 2, you didn't want to deal with the emotional fallout of the conversation. Or 3, you were kind of afraid to hear the answer. I get it. Communicating or trying to communicate with a teenager is hard work sometimes. But here's the thing. As the most important influence in your teenager's life, it's your job to be the person who knows your kid the most. Sure, that sounds like the most challenging thing ever, especially when talking to your teenager. Feels like talking to either an inanimate object or an erupting volcano sometimes. But keep trying. Get involved in their lives in the same way you get involved in your friends' lives, or the lives of the people you watch on TV. Learn more about them. Become a student of your teenager. When you're with them, ask open-ended questions about their feelings, their friends, their interests, something you just watched on TV together, or their thoughts on what's happening in the world. Then, and this is a big deal, listen, process, understand. Don't try to make their communication time a moment to lecture them, because truth be told, you have absolutely no idea when they'll be this vulnerable again. Teenagers are very delicate in this way. But the more they feel heard by you, the more likely they'll be to open up to you in the future, even without your prompting. So here's a tip. Go learn something new about your teenager today. You can do that by asking great questions and then choosing to listen. Remember that your teenager is changing quickly. So don't assume what you knew about them last year is still true today. Get to know them now.